Say what is going on, Swerve Alliance. I'm SpawnTrapped bringing you another video, and last week I did a tips for YouTubers, tips for content creators type of video where I talked about how to be a commentator, how to commentate a little bit better, and today we're going to talk about something else that's pretty general and relates to basically everybody on YouTube, because that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is how to work out on social media. And I don't mean like exercise, but how to be functional on social media and how to be successful with it. So I do suggest, obviously, that everybody on YouTube have a Twitter account. If you don't have a Twitter account, you're automatically like struggling with being successful on YouTube, because a Twitter account is pretty darn important. It's a good way for people to connect with you, and it's important to have that kind of fan connection that I'm going to talk about here. The other thing is, I do have a Snapchat that is public. It's on my overlay, and I know that not everybody can have that kind of thing, because a lot of people don't want to do face reveals on YouTube. They don't want people to know what they look like, because maybe they're self-conscious that way, or they don't want people at their school or something to find out. Now, I will say that the Snapchat is something possible. It is something you can do. Noah on Swerve here, he does have a public Snapchat, but he's never shown his face in a video. Doesn't show his face on Snapchat, and people just don't know what he looks like, and yet he has this public Snapchat. He takes pictures of other stuff, you know, stuff outside, stuff he runs into in his daily life, but not pictures of him. It's very doable. You could pull that off. Obviously, if you want to have a Snapchat that is public, you either need to use the one that you already have. If you already have one, I mean, some of you guys might not already have one, but if you do already have one, you'd have to use that one, unless the other option that I thought of, I didn't actually end up doing, is you take your old phone, and on your old phone you set up a Snapchat with a completely different account, and you maybe just use a free texting app, generate a phone number, and you assign to that phone number. A little bit of a hassle, but if you use a free texting app and an old phone, you could functionally create a second Snapchat account. But the Twitter account and the Snapchat account are the two that I think are key to have as a YouTuber on social media. The Instagram, people do have that one. It seems completely unnecessary to me, and a lot of people probably don't connect with you on there. So on the Twitter one, what do you want to do? You know, if you're a person under 1,000 subscribers, I do strongly suggest you follow for follow. Back when I was starting out, I did that. I don't anymore, obviously, but I would go on to like a bigger YouTuber's Twitter, you know, like let's say I'd go on Adapt, like FaZe Adapt's Twitter. You know, a lot of people that watch my videos might be FaZe fans, and maybe they follow Adapt. So I'd follow the recent people who had recently followed Adapt. Maybe I'd go on to Rain's Twitter, and I'd follow all the people who recently followed Rain. So I would do something like that, and then people would obviously find me because, heck, I followed them. And then on about Crowdfire, I believe is what it's now called, is a website, one of many, where you can set up an auto message. So that auto message I basically put in, I don't do this anymore again, but I used to when I was smaller and trying to grow, was I would set up an auto message on Crowdfire that when somebody followed me, they would receive a DM about my channel, and then, you know, maybe I'd get into a discussion in DMs with these people, and I'd end up, you know, being able to connect with a lot of people, because when you're a small YouTuber and you don't know a lot of people and a lot of people don't know you, it's good to be in other people's interactions. You want to look at that Twitter timeline all the time, tweet back at people, be encouraging to people. And that's something that's just really important to get your name out there. People want to be able to recognize your AVI, and I think that when you're starting out, it's important to either use a picture of you or your actual AVI as your Twitter profile picture. And people do like joking stuff sometimes, but that really doesn't help you establish a brand that well when you're starting out. So then the other thing, if you're doing the Snapchat, it is a very, very good way to connect with people, in my opinion. It's been successful for me, and just lets people kind of get to know you better, because obviously your Snapchat is something that's going to be probably more personal than even Twitter, because it's going to be a picture of something that's going on in your life. And when people see that, you know, they're able to connect with you more. And that's what it's all about with the social media, with YouTube, and that's why I use a face cam all the time, is I want people to feel like they're able to connect with me. People are more likely to watch your videos if they connect with you. I know open lobbies is another good way I do that, if you can play with people who are subscribed to you. And even if, you know, you're under 1,000, under 100 subscribers, you can get 1 or 2 people to come to an open lobby. Those 2 people are more likely to watch your videos again in the future, because they feel like they know you. You know, you kind of have that friendliness to you, assuming that you are friendly, because you were open to them and you worked with them. Otherwise, Twitter and Snapchat, great ways to collaborate with other people. Collaboration is key, and you're not going to see a lot of results off of collaboration unless you're on some huge YouTuber's channel, unless you collaborate with somebody consistently. So if you do plan on collaborating with somebody, don't make it be like a one-time thing. Collaborate pretty consistently with them, and if people see you on someone's channel frequently, they're more likely to check out that link in the description. The first time they see you on the channel, probably not, but if you do it consistently, you can be successful with that. So that's some of my tips for how a content creator, anybody on YouTube, can leverage social media to be successful on YouTube. But we had another double upload day on Swerve. That's absolutely crazy. The growth in this team has been amazing. And I'm SpawnTrapped. I will see you in the next one.